Hey y'all, welcome to Streaming Matters episode, what do we have, 52, 53 I think, so thanks for you guys joining in. We've got Twilight's in here. We're going to take a look at, we're going to talk a little bit about LinkSnappy. We'll also do a giveaway. We talked about that, about doing a 10 sub giveaway, and we're going to do this a little bit differently this time. What we're going to do is either you can join his Twitter account or my Twitter account, and we will have you, you can send us a tweet or a private message through the Twitter, and then we can message you back your voucher code, because last time when we were doing via emails, we got all the emails and then sending the emails out. Some of the email services that people have saw that as spam and blocked it. So that became a problem. So there was, we're going to try to figure out a way to go through Twitter. So if you don't have me on Twitter, my Twitter handle, I will post right. I will, let's see.
They have to follow us in order to send a direct message.
Yes. You have to. Yeah, you're right. You have to follow us, and I'll put my Twitter in here, so you can click my Twitter account, follow me, and what you can do is send me a message, and we'll need to know who you are, so that we can tweet you the voucher number. And because the thing about this is, with Twilight offering these vouchers, he's wanting people to use them, and if people win and then they can't get the voucher, or it goes to their spam account, spam mail, and then it gets deleted because some people's restrictions on their email are a little bit stronger than others. So that happens.
From the previous giveaway, a few vouchers haven't been redeemed yet.
Yeah. And so he was talking to me today, and so we thought maybe we'd go this route, to maybe it be an easier way for people to be able to get that voucher and to use it, because it's a 1 month free for LinkSnappy. Check it out. And it's a newer, it's not as been around as long as Real to Brid, but this is giving you another option. This company is starting to see its interest in Cody and an opportunity where it may be able to work out well. So let's just look towards doing that. We're going to add to the Twitter. So click on that, follow me, and you can send me links that way. I also had added in the tweet earlier today for the one for Twilight, and he says that if you'd want, you could follow him, but you don't have to. So just that'd be one way or the other. And we'll give it a few minutes before we do the drawing, so let people get in, because it's only a few minutes after 5 at my time, which 7 minutes after whatever hour you're at, depending on where in the world you are. So I see Diana and Tim. Thanks for you guys joining. Mandy, and I think I saw Carl. He's over there in the chat. Hey, Carl. Hi, bud. Techno Tim, thanks for joining. Phil, Bob, thanks for joining. Perks, he's in the chat there. Donnie, Mr. Donnie, him and I have had a chat several times. Or we talked on Hangouts one time, or maybe it was on it was on that StreamYard that I had, which I tried that. So that was a neat little program. I'm actually paying for it, and I haven't used it on this, but looks like I will be using it soon, because I keep getting a warning from YouTube that Hangouts will no longer be used soon. Thanks, Trooper, for joining in. He'll be watching the chat. Bob, the one, Sharon, thanks for you guys joining. So if you guys have any questions or anything going on, to be honest, my notepad is very blank today. To be honest, I was watching Cody and streaming stuff. There's a few things that happened this week, nothing real major. I've nothing major that I feel like needs to be discussed a whole lot. So if there's some things that you'd like to talk about, we can talk about those things. So post them over in the side. We'll do our best to answer on those questions, and see what happens. I know that Real to Brid, for example, some people had issues. I think earlier this week they had some issues, and they were down for maybe, I don't know, it was several hours or half a day. That seemed like that I saw posts in tweets. I wasn't using it that day. I was actually working that day, so I just happened to see the tweets and the messages. Oh, Blue, thanks for that. Yeah, I got it cleaned up a little bit. I had to go and get cleaned up. So yeah, that went down a little bit, but that's going to happen. And I know that Gaia had some issues. I don't know if we were the last show, if we talked about Gaia 5 was creating some issues. I don't know if you saw that, Twilight.
Yeah, I noticed about the issues with the Gaia add-on.
Yeah.
It was said that they had some conflicts with the database from previous versions, and they probably didn't fix the upgrade process, and that's why it completely skipped the cache check from real debris. So they increased the traffic dramatically.
Yeah, because Real Debrid came out, and actually, and that was one thing I noticed. And I don't, RD is very slow about telling you. They're very cloak and dagger about what if they'll say, oh, there's an add-on, or there's a something's creating a problem. They normally won't give you a name. And this one, they actually gave a G and then star, star, star. So it was 4 letters. And if anybody that's in doing any kind of streaming, you had a pretty good idea of what was causing.
Real debris and every similar service, they don't care which client, let's say client, is going to create problems. They see all clients equally. So if a client says, oh, this client is causing traffic increase, so we have to block this client, block the IP of the user. So we will balance things out. So they want. So that's why they don't mention any program or client names or whatever. They do not do that. They never do that.
Well, yeah, and I can understand they probably don't want to promote and feel like they're promoting one, but sometimes if a developer of a APK or whatever it is that's using their service, if someone does something like this, and if Gaia not realizing that that's an issue, they may, it could go on for weeks, and everybody's pointing the finger and saying, well, I think it's this add-on. Well, I think it's this APK. So if you don't know there's a problem, you can't know. And I saw that the people that work on Gaia, they were pretty quick. They responded in, I think, within a day, maybe within a day, maybe 2 days at the most. They had it fixed.
The thing with developers is that they have to test every single aspect of their add-on way, and especially when they do updates. The developers should have thought, okay, I made some changes to the database. What will happen if a user has the database on a previous version? That's what they have to look first, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know who works on the Gaia. I don't. I have no idea who's on the Gaia.
I don't think it's just one developer. It might be a team of developers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea who the team are and how big how much. And until you really go live with something, before you really get a good feel of all the different devices and setups, and like you said, what other version that they have, because maybe they don't have 4.9. Let's say they had 3.5. And there's a difference between the two versions and how it overwrites. And so I saw that they fixed the issue. I know I has tested it out on my box, and I didn't seem to have a problem. But I did get an error when I first installed it. I did get an error there at the first install of the 5.0. And then, now that I have I think it's 5.04. Maybe I think I don't have that. I haven't been seeing the issue. The only issue that I had seen for me using Gaia is that cinema experience. For me, it doesn't work correctly. I don't. What it does for me is it gives me the curtains and says Gaia Cinema or Cinema. I think it's Gaia Cinema. I think is what it says. And then it's the blue background with the curtains. In no trailer. Now it's supposed to play a trailer while it's doing scrape, kind of like what Destiny did. And that's what my thought, the way that the tweet was and how you read the settings, that's what I thought it was. but it doesn't do it. What it seems to do is it goes all the way to the very end of the scrape when it goes through and verifying the links. Then it'll play the trailer for me. But I don't know if it's just me. I actually had posted to one of the people I know that he said that he would let the team know about that. But again, to me, it's not a deal breaker. It's not a major issue, but it was just something that I noticed, and I don't know if that's widespread. But we'll see. It's again, not a good add-on. I think they're trying to do new things. They're trying to push new things on.
Yeah, I also like Gaia. To be honest, I like Gaia. It has many features and settings. You can take just every bit of it.
Yeah,
I like it, but then it gets a bit complex. People and users just want to watch movies in the most convenient way.
Yeah.
So if you have, let's show the description in 2 lines or just 1 line. Yeah, it's no, it's then you make it very complicated.
Yeah, there was another add-on that I tried this past week was Sarin, which I used Sarin when it first came out. Thought it was a great add-on. It's premium add-on only, so you really need to have a premium service to have it to run. And when it first came out, it was okay. I thought it was a new code base. Seems like it was a newly written add-on. And I tried it this past week, and I found it to work really, really good. Probably one of the fastest scraping add-ons that I have had, a multi-scraper add-on that I've used. It doesn't have a lot of scrapers. I want to say 15 maybe, but had the episode thing where it will starts to grab the next episode. It had a lot of extra features that they have worked on that is out there now. So if you're a person that's like me that likes to try a lot of different things, you want to see what this has. I would suggest if you have a premium account is to check out Gaia or Sarin. Check it out. A good add-on. I think that the guy that's working on it or the team that's working on it, I think that they're doing a good job. And like I say, quick. I don't know if you've ever used that, Twilight, but
No, I haven't used Sarin for almost a year.
Yeah, it was okay when it first came out. And again, I'm not knocking people's work, because anybody that writes an add-on, hey, props to them. But at first, when it first came out, I thought it had some issues, so I didn't use it. And then I used it this past week, and I mean, quick. It has a lot of extra features. So if you're a person like me that likes to test out new things and try new things and experiment, you might want to check that add-on out. It's out there, it's available, and it's a cool little add-on. If you have a premium service, it runs really, really good. And I want to say 15 seconds on a scrape. I mean, it was quick, and it gives you really good links with the autoplay and all kinds of stuff like that. So, hello, Blue.
Howdy.
How are you?
I'm good, honey. How you doing?
I am wonderful.
Nice haircut.
Yeah. I had to get dialed up. I had to get cleaned up. It was getting kind of long. I wasn't at my 70s look yet, but I was like probably in the early 80s look. It was starting to kind of hang down and starting to hang around here. So I had to pull it back up to at least.
Yeah, it was almost in the man bun stage.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I think maybe next time I might. Actually, all right. So on a side note, there was a guy that I worked with that had that. He was somebody that works at my company and had the shaved thing and the hair and then the thing here. I don't know. I'm like, what's the point? I mean, completely shaved hair and then the bun. I don't know. You a sumo wrestler? Or you? I mean, I don't know. Twilight, you don't have that kind of hair, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't want to be stepping on.
My current look is like almost like an African American or whatever.
So let's see. I see we got a bunch of new people in here. I see Patty. Thanks for joining. Kyle, thanks for jumping in here. Sorry, folks. The dog downstairs has a fit. Hey, that's enough. You're not going out there. You're willing to cause problems. Let's see. I saw Nebula. Thanks for joining in on the chat there. I saw Jug jumped in on the chat. Santos jumped in on the chat. Thanks for jumping in here. Milton, Marvin. So getting a lot of our regular people going on. I don't know. I can't see how many people are in the chat. On this window, they don't show us that anymore. So do you want to get going on the drawing? Do you want to get that going, or?
Sure. Let the users type their Twitter alias, and I will have it pasted on the script.
Okay. So, folks, if you would put your Twitter information over here on the left or in the chat box, if you want to be part of the 1 month subscription to LinkSnappy, and he'll add you in that. So go ahead and put your Twitter name in the chat, and we'll go through. We'll give it about 4 or 5 minutes for people to put that in there. Do you want me to do the @?
They have to do the @.
Yeah, add the @. Juggernaut, I seen you did yours. Do the @ so that when he's running the script, it'll make it easy for him to be able to pull people's things. Yes, Kim, we're going to do a drawing. The drawing is going to be a giveaway for LinkSnappy, which is a premium service, somewhat like a premiumized or an Aldebrid or RealDebrid. It's a premium service for getting links. So Lou, you need to put your @ if you would, so that when he scrapes through there, he can pull that stuff. And Kim, unless you just want to do some drawing for us, you want to draw some stuff for us, you can over there. So if you guys would put in there your Twitter name in there, just like where's my Twitter? Where's my Twitter?
Let me type it.
I was just getting ready to. Yeah. Like Trooper has there. Yep, Vega. Thank you. Yep. So put whatever your Twitter handle is @ your Twitter. Thank you, Blue.
Blue plays rocks.
Yep. And that's AA. Yes, it is AAA. It is a higher, it's more expensive one. There is other options, but again, this is a newer company towards. They're just kind of leaning towards this into the Kodi realm, and again, it's giving people options. I know that some people are not happy with RealDebrid, and Twilight has also mentioned that LinkSnappy is also looking at possibly adding some other features to their service.
Yeah, they will add new features like VPN and team up with Put.io and grow their torrent cache.
And that's the one thing about when I used it, and and I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of links that were not there that would have found in other services, and mostly because it does not have the user base that say some of these other services that have been used by Kodi for a long period of time, that people are caching these results. And what caching means, and I know most of my viewers know what caching is, but for anybody that is new to this, while people are putting in their Twitter handles, what caching is that whenever you watch a movie through a premium service, RealDebrid, Premiumize, Aldebrid, LinkSnappy, it's cached that video request that you made. It's reached out to that video host or a torrent, whatever it is. They brought it to their server, and it's on their server. And so when you go to watch it, you are watching it from their servers, not from where it originally came from. So with RealDebrid, let's say that's with all the premium services, something is not there. Let's say you're looking for a particular. We were talking about Chernobyl today. So say you wanted to watch episode 1 of Chernobyl, and you found a link, and the premium service did not have that. That premium service will go out and get that particular video and put it on their server, and then you're able to watch it. And it means it's cached. It's saved on their server, and you're able to watch it. Now, the next person that comes along and wants to watch episode 1 does not have to go and ask for that to be cached because it's already on their servers. So the first person kind of has to wait for that to download, but then anybody after that, it's going to be there. And that's one thing with some of these newer and these smaller companies. They don't have the user base, so they haven't been able to cache as much as some of these bigger companies or bigger, more well-known premium services that have been around that get all that things. I mean, because one thing about with RD, there's so many people using it that the things are on there. It's hard to find one that's not there. If you go and you want to find something that's not there, you got to look pretty hard. But on the same side as RD has also complained about too many people and too many requests, and they feel like they're caching all of the torrent world because there's so many torrents that are being cached on their servers that and so many requests that they've went and like at some points have limited how many simultaneous downloads you can have, different things like that, and complained about, they've said, we can't cache everything in the world. So there's a downside to caching, everything. It is available there, but I know that they've complained several times. And I don't know if you guys ever been used downloads via a premium service, but one of the things that it said, I think RD limits you to 10. LinkSnappy, well, I don't, 10. I can do it at 10. I don't know who was going to be downloading more than 1 or more than 10 torrents at one time. That's downloading. That's not once it's cached, because once it's cached, it's not considered as downloading when they're getting it. But that getting it in they're getting it from the source. I don't know who's asking for more than 10 at a time. So when sometimes I've saw them, what was it? One time they had 5. They made it 5, and for me, it would have never been a problem because I've never downloaded more than 1, if 1. So I'm not sure how people use that. So as people are going through there, we'll give it a couple more minutes. Marvin, what APKs support LinkSnappy? I don't know APKs that support it because LinkSnappy is supported through Resolve URL. That is where it's being used at right now. So I don't know of any APKs that are using it. So I would be kind of wondering about that. You can go into the Resolve URL settings. I think Juggernaut. Juggernaut, if you're using Resolve URL as the resolver, which most add-ons do, you can go into the settings and into the open resolver settings, and you can authorize LinkSnappy. One of the keys to LinkSnappy, though, when you authorize it, and most people are accustomed to RD, and it gives you that little code. What you have to do with LinkSnappy, you put your username and your password into the authorization. And I want to say, was it Tract that does that? I think no, Tract gives you a code. There's another one that actually you have to put your user and password in it. But you put your user and password into Resolve URL, and then it authorizes LinkSnappy to pull the links from that, and it links it to your account. Your account is like an 8-digit number, so it's not going to be your email. So if you sign up for LinkSnappy through the giveaway tonight, it is that number. It's like an 8-digit number. Okay, I'll give it just a couple more minutes, another minute or two, and one of the things we didn't mention in the last video, and I don't know if the people that have watched my videos in the past, and I watched my video where I did the Real to Brid tips and tricks. If you've not watched it, you need to watch it. It is an awesome video. But I showed you how to download and how to add torrents, and I showed you how to add unrestricted links. You can do all these same features with LinkSnappy. You can do the exact same things where you can add a torrent and you'll see it downloading that torrent, and you're able to view or download that torrent. And that is something I think that more and more people are starting to find a use in downloading, using these services to be your go-between on torrents. I highly, highly recommend or suggest do not use open public trackers on your regular setup unless you're behind a VPN or you're in a country that doesn't care. Most of us are in countries that do care. So if you're in a country that does not care, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you're in a country that does care about torrenting and that kind of stuff, you want to be behind a VPN. Or you can use these premium services, and these premium services are easy to use. You can add a torrent to your service, and then boom, it's right there, and you can download it. And again, you're not downloading the torrent from the public tracker, the swarm. You are actually downloading it from this service, which is behind a HTTPS, a secure connection. So your ISP doesn't know what you're downloading. They just know that you're connected to LinkSnappy. You have no idea what you're doing with that. So highly suggest, if you're going to do any kind of downloading, to go via that route. And that's doing music, videos, programs, APK, or not APKs, programs. I did it for ROM packs. People all the time, I get messages. I have people that ask about ROM packs. I'm a retro gamer. I love my retro games. And people say, where can I get these ROMs? Well, most of the ROM sites are getting taken down. Well, quite a few of them are getting taken down. And getting harder to find those ROMs. Well, torrent sites have these ROMs. They have a lot of them. And you can get whole packs, Sega or MAM, which is arcade, or PS1 or whoever. You can get the whole packs. And you can use these services to get that. You go to that tracker, you get that magnet link, you put that into one of your, whatever your premium service is, you allow them to do the downloading. Once it's there, you'll see it's 100%, then you download it to yourself or from their servers to you. Great idea, great way to do it. I know people that use Plex. And they're like, how do I get things on my Plex account? Great way of doing it, and you're able to protect yourself.
Can you remind people about the giveaway? So some people might have just joined.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. We're getting ready to give away 10 subscriptions for 1 month to LinkSnappy. Twilight is offering this up, and what we would need you to do is put your Twitter handle in the chat, and what he's going to do is he's going to put that into his randomizer script, and he's going to run that, and we'll be able to give away 1 month of LinkSnappy subscription, and you can check it out. You're at no loss on this, and if you win it, it's a month free, and you can check it out and use it. So post your Twitter handle over there on the side.
At UK1. Yeah.
Well, that's because, all right, you guys quit posting other people's handles.
Yeah, I'm confused.
He's using the he's trying to look for the @ to add that to the script. So Sharon and JJ, they're talking to you, Cody, and stuff in it. So we'll give it just a minute, and then we'll go ahead and I don't know how many numbers you got.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Is that going to be a winner chicken dinner? Everyone will be a winner. Let's see. Got to be more than 9. I see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right. I don't see that many. So, so put your Twitter account in there, or everyone's going to be all the people that actually tried to win. And I don't even know how many people we've got watching. Let's see. 61 people are watching. We got 61 people watching. Maybe you got that. You've got maybe people don't have a Twitter account, or maybe they just don't want to win. Either way, so we got. So if you have a Twitter handle, this has to be a Twitter handle. 60 people, and we've got 9 people looking to win a 1-month subscription. There's 10 subscriptions, and so now we got a couple more. Christopher added his. Russell, thank you. You got yours in there. You got Lou up there. Now, Lou, are you IE Raiders fan, or are you at the La Flores? Because didn't I see you?
PT Blue. Okay.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Yeah. La Flores 15. Or you use the same one? I see. Okay, got Shrinking Sand. All right, Shrinking. Sharon's got hers in there. Okay, Tim, you put yours in there. And what countries don't care about touring? There's quite a few countries in the Middle East that don't care. There's quite a few countries in the Middle East that don't care if you're touring. So, maybe if you want to do Torrington, you can move to one of those countries. But most of the rest of us in the main, in a lot of Europe, North America, Australia, they do care. So, yeah, great idea with like I said, with that. I did that today. I did with LinkSnappy. I did a 1 gig zip of Now 100 music for your car. It's a 6 CD set for music to be listening to in my car. And I'd seen that, like, that sounds interesting. I didn't know what songs because it's various artists. So I'm hip because I got Now. Did you hear that, Blue? I'm hip.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I heard it. I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
More threw their names in there at the end too. So.
Huh?
I think there was another couple Twitter people there.
Yeah. I see a few.
Again.
Oh, the one. When did I miss you? The one. The one. Put your at for your Twitter handle or your Telegram handle, and if you win, I will send you the link via Telegram.
There's a guy who says he doesn't have a Twitter account.
Yes.
Lobo 101. Did you?
Yeah. Is it that? Is it the 1-1?
No. No. V101.
All right, so Lobo 101. All right, so you got to either be on Telegram or on Twitter. We got to have one or the other to make it easy.
Okay. Even Telegram.
Yeah, if you have Telegram, which I saw the one, he said, and if you do that, if you put your Telegram in there, I can get that because Twilight doesn't use Telegram, but he can give me the link and I will send it to you. Oh, the cedar. Your main question is about cedar. The cedar hide your DLS. I use a VPN no matter. Well, but the thing is all right. So you're asking about your IP. Your IP is only going to know what where you connected to. They're going to have no idea what's the actual data that is being transferred. If that's making sense. And Cedar, Cedar a program? Because I have never used Cedar. What is Cedar? I don't know.
At Lobo 101 on Telegram. Okay.
All right, Cedar. I only see Cedar as a Vest Online. download torrents online. There's cedar.cc, download torrents online. I don't know. Cedar. So Cedar is a program. It says through the, if this is the one you're talking about, Cedar, SEEDR.cc, which download torrents online, which sounds to me that it's a torrent client, and torrent clients would not normally hide your IP. If you've ever used a torrent client, for example, uTorrent, when I use uTorrent, you see the IP addresses of the people that you're connecting to in a swarm. So I would not think it, if that's the program you're talking about, because I see that that's on the Play Store. So I'm not familiar with that. And then there's another Cedar Premium accounts. I'm not familiar with that program, so I can't really speak to that because I don't know. First time I'm seeing that. Okay. So did you add the 1-1? Did you add him in there?
Yeah, I added him.
Okay. Okay. So all right. So if Cedar hosts it, but then when I'm looking at the thing on the one through the Play Store, Cedar is a service that makes torrenting nearly instantly accessible on the cloud for you to play, download. Just copy the torrent link. Read more. Cedar allows you to watch movies. Private secure, uses high-level transfer encryption to protect your privacy. It may be, maybe it downloads to the cloud, but I've never been, something new to me, so I don't know how safe or how long it's been around, or anybody. I don't know anybody that's told me that they've used this service. So it says it downloads to the cloud, and then you through it says what, and this is their description. Cedar uses high-level transport encryption to protect your privacy. There's no need to worry about malware, virus, or outside tracking. All downloads and every interaction that you have on the site are always protected with a 256-bit TLS encryption. Yeah, I mean, maybe there, but I don't know. I'm not. I'll have to look into that, and the next show I will try to have some more information about that. But that's a new thing to me. I'm going to go ahead and add that. It gives me something to look up. That's an Android thing. So interesting. I know most of these other services are. They're all. They've been doing this for a long time, so it's. You have an idea of how these other services run. So, all right. Hey, Demi, how you doing? And yes, it does seem a lot like Real Debrid. It's a newer, not been around as long. One of the things that Twilight had wrote the plugins to go into Resolve URL, so you're able to use LinkSnappy in Resolve URL. So we're going to go ahead and get cranked up. All right. Yeah, so yeah, you answered that question. Oh, look at the Beast shows up. Hey, Beast. Mr. Chris. What's up? All right, go ahead, Twilight.
Yeah, let's do the drawing. You can switch to my...
I will switch to you, and you can share your screen. Thank you, Trooper. We posted up the Twitter for Twilight in there. Okay, I don't still see your screen yet. I'll let you know when I see your screen. Chris has all kinds of shoes. It's so funny that I have one pair of tennis shoes. One. And they are pretty cool, though. You know, they're styling. Just one, though. One pair.
Oh, I thought you meant just one shoe. Just got the one. Then I wear a Croc on the other foot.
Yeah, yeah. Or, hey, for my friends, you're not sharing your screen yet, Mr. Twilight. And this is true for my Facebook friends. That this is an inside joke. So any of my real friends, Charles bought me these. So yeah. So all my friends that know me knew the inside joke about
Todd hates flip-flops on anybody.
Especially
big fat ladies that pancake them out.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you're sharing the screen. Yep, I see.
My browser had crashed, so I had to restart it.
Yeah,
anyway.
I gotcha. All right, so I'm sharing your screen, so I'm looking at me. Such a handsome fella. All right, no.
Let's see.
Okay, so let me go to you. All right, so we can see. All right, we can see the names. All right.
Yeah, this is the names.
Yep. Yep.
Let me run it. I made it a little bit fancy. So these are the winners.
So is that the 10 winners?
Yeah, it's 10 winners. Length 10, allowed duplicates false.
Oh, so it ran all 10. So that's your 10 winners.
Yeah, it just works.
Okay, so there's Vega, James, is that James Burton, I think, Lobo, Kim Possible, PT Blue, Junior Hunter, Izzy, Jupiter Paint, Bingo, and JJ Cutters. JJ Cord Cutters are all winners.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys and gals. I will now, that Lobo 101, did that wasn't the one I had to send to. That was an actual Twitter. Wasn't that a Twitter one? Because I know Lobo. Because did Lobo say that he had a Twitter account or?
I will check Twitter first, and then if not Twitter, we will try.
I can try Telegram. Yeah. Let me do a little search up here. What was it? Lobo 101?
Lobo 101. Yes. Just fire up Telegram, and we will send him the voucher immediately. Oh, and you asked me if we can show people how to download from LinkSnappy.
Yeah, I did ask about that. If we talked about it while you were pulling that stuff. I know we didn't have like 10. It wasn't 10 drawings. It was all one. So hopefully you guys were able to catch that all quick. But you didn't. I mean, we had quite a. If you entered, it wasn't a guarantee that you're going to win, but it was pretty close because you didn't have 19.
I will send the voucher to you on Keybase.
Okay. Yes, I see Lobo, and I will send it to him right now. Wait a minute, I had him on here. All right, Lobo, it's sent to you because you were the one that was on Telegram. The other ones will be sent via Twitter. So you'll
direct message.
Yep, through some messages. So congratulations to the people that won. Thank you to, while I'm thinking of it so I don't forget, thank you to Twilight for offering these 1 month subscriptions to people just to try it out. It's cool. It's a very Nice thing to just offer these 1 month subscriptions. You're not out anything. If you win it, you try it, you like it, great. If you don't, well, you're not out anything. So awesome thing. All right, so let's see. I guess I can show it on my screen. I'll show it on my screen about the torrent, because are you sending out those things to Twitter, or did you want to share yours?
No, I will send it on Twitter just after we end the show.
Oh, okay, all right. If you want to show how to download via LinkSnappy, you can do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to highlight you. All right.
Just a moment.
Yeah, Izzy, you've won. Oh, and Izzy is only on Telegram, so if you would keybase that one to me, and I'll send that to Izzy.
So I'm sharing my Cody window now.
Yep.
Let's see, new movies.
And with debugging on. Now, you always know someone that's doing some kind of developing, because most of them will have debugging turned on, so you can find out.
Yeah, I always have it on my PC.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's certain people, they always have that on their setups.
Which one?
What about do the Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty popular at the time. Are you gonna just pull a link through LinkSnappy, or is that what you're gonna do?
No, I already have LinkSnappy enabled.
Okay. And to enable LinkSnappy, and I've said it before, you go into your resolve URL settings, where we used to always have to go to authorize Real Debrid or something. And in there, LinkSnappy is in there, and you authorize it. You use your username and the password that you set up, and you'll be able to it'll link it up, so you don't use a code.
OMG, I don't know how to download my torrents myself.
No, you got to do that. You got to do that via the website. I can show how to do that. You got to do it through like Pirate Bay.
What?
Like,
Sorry,
I can show.
I didn't follow.
I can show. Hold on a second.
I have downloads enabled, but I don't see the context menu.
All right,
anyway.
So I'm gonna go. I'll show mine. I'll do it my way. Let's see. So
okay.
I'll do it this
way. Just switch the screen.
Yep. So I'm gonna switch to me, share. And for people that have watched the Real Debrid, the tips and tricks of Real Debrid, you'll be able to. I showed the same thing with Real Debrid. So let's just say, what did I say? What was again? What movie were we looking for? Rocket Man. I forgot what I was looking for. Do that. One of the things, make sure you have a pop-up blocker. If you look at my pop-up blocker, look, it's already blocked 8. So right here, I'm going to grab this magnet link right here, and I can see the Cedars, Leechers. I don't want to download through a regular torrent. I do not want to use Pirate Bay for that. It's a public tracker, very easily to be tracked through your ISP or whoever. So I'm going to right-click this, and I'm going to copy the link location. Copy that. And I'm going to go here, and let's see, the torrents.
New transfer.
New transfer. And it goes here. No, magnet link. So I want to add a magnet link, and I'm going to paste it. Oops, I think I am.
In the box above.
All right, yeah, okay, my bad. So it was up here that I had to paste it, and then I should be able to.
And then select the magnet button.
You can see right here, it's processing it. And what that means is that it's going to the swarm. It's connecting to that swarm for you to pull this particular data. So you can see.
And you are caching the torrent yourself.
Yes.
At the same time.
Yes.
So the next user will be able to download it almost instantly.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yep. And see, that's the one thing where people get confused, where some of these other services that have been around longer, they already have some of these cache, whereas this isn't cache, so I'm caching it. And it's downloading and it's picking up speed. You can see 60 peers, 72 peers. And I'm not connecting to the swarm. I'm not connecting to Pirate Bay swarm through a torrent. I'm not doing that. I am allowing LinkSnappy to do this for me. And then I will be able to pull it from LinkSnappy. And it should, I haven't done this one. I did the unrestricted links. I did that one. See the estimated 3 seconds.
It's very fast, actually.
Yeah, you see it's connected. Now, it's fast because with so many peers, it had like 1,000, 1,600 peers. So you see it's connected to 173 people. So here, go to the file, I would guess.
It's not only the number of peers, it's the connection speed they have.
Yep. So here is the video. Let's see. And here we go with the video. Here's the AVI. I can watch it right from here, or I can download it. And if you can see that, I can watch online, which should open up it'll open up its own little video thing, or I can click it and download it. And I will download that to my device. It is a torrent, but I never connected to that torrent, if that makes sense. And again, you can do this with the other premium services. This was one of the things we didn't show on the last video, is how to do this. And it offers the same things. Here are some of their hosters, and you can see the hosters which they have a deal with. So they're able to pull information or pull files right from these services, these hosting sites. We've seen RapidGator a lot.
Click that view status button. It will open extended info view.
Huh? Who?
The view status button. That one.
Oh, to let you know what's active? The host, so you can see if they're active? Yeah, so these are the ones that they have that they're able to pull from. And usually with the ones that they pull from, it's instant. If you unrestrict the link, and again, I did that in that video for Real Debrid, and I won't pull that one, but it's really, really quick to pull the link from one of these ones that they have the file hosts. Let me stop sharing that. Hopefully that makes sense to folks. I just wanted to show how to use that, to use your premium services to protect yourself if you're wanting to do it. One of the cool things about some of the premium services, you actually can do it right from you can pull the torrent, and then you can actually pull it from your service. So it's a great thing. If you go into the LinkSnappy, it actually shows you what videos that you've watched. It's really good. Vega, you'll have to go. Twilight, did you have? I know the last time we did a show, you had a code a promotional code that they were able to get. Is that still going or not going?
Yeah, it's still going, and it will go indefinitely. There is no limit for that.
Okay.
Let me type it on the YouTube comment section.
Okay. Yeah, he has it has a code, and it'll get you 50% off for signing up. It is more expensive than a lot of the other services. They are new to this. They're all looking to add some more services, some other options to this. So you can get a 50% off once you sign up. So again, gives you the options. You don't have to sign up. Just sign up for whichever services that you're wanting to do. A lot of these services are doing similar items. With Twilight, getting in touch with LinkSnappy group. LinkSnappy was never even really looking at Kodi. And now they are starting to look at, well, what are Kodi users wanting? What are Kodi users wanting to What are they needing? So they're starting to see an option as Kodi users being something important. So this again, we'll see what happens with it going forward.
Yeah.
Juggernaut is going to have does it have an APK like? No, it does not have one yet. Actually, Twilight and I were talking about that. Again, as it becomes more and more popular, you may find some developers wanting to develop some items for this, an APK or a program or a script or an add-on in Kodi. We'll see. Again, until Twilight mentioned about LinkSnappy when he created the plugin for Resolve URL, I'd never heard of LinkSnappy, except for, well, some of my friends had heard it from some adult sites.
That's where I also found out. I discovered that on an adult forum.
Oh, another one of the people after my own heart that you're actually just doing some research on those adult sites. That's what I like to say. I'm just doing research to make sure that these links are working for the end folks.
Look, if you want to know about the bridge services, there are actually many more. There's multi-hoster 8. There's Linkifier. There's let me see.
Well, and I know they had RedTube was on there.
Yeah.
on LinkSnappy, RedTube and Pornhub was on there, where you can actually put the link in there, and then you could watch it via LinkSnappy or actually download it. Because I was experimenting. It was all for the community. I was thinking of you guys.
Tell you what. If you ask me, porn sites can be useful for many cases.
Yeah, I just do it for the community. All my friends know that it's not for my own enjoyment. It is for the community that I like to check out these things to make sure that links are working. Add-ons. When Carl had his adult add-on, I said I'm only checking these links out to make sure, because I want to be able to let the people know, hey, that link's not working. You might want to check into it. So, all right, so we got that going. Let me look to see if. All right. Demi says he just checks Pornhub for media player integration. Yeah, you got to make sure that, again, another guy looking out for the community. You got to do these things. All right. How many devices can LinkSnappy be used on?
There's no limit.
Now, do they have an IP? Does it link? I
think it doesn't have a limit.
Okay.
You can use it in as many devices as you want.
Okay.
That's the one of the benefits for LinkSnappy.
Okay.
Real Debris has a limit on how many devices you can use it.
Yep.
But it's cheaper.
It also, Real Debris does not let you do it from more than one IP address at the same time.
Yeah.
Because let's say that you're here, your kids are watching it at home, and then let's say you're on the road and you have your phone and you want to watch a movie and use Real Debris, that's two different IP addresses, and Real Debris spots that, and they will send you a letter or an email saying that you were noticed to be using two IP addresses, and if that happens again, they may suspend your account. So I actually got that years ago. I was doing a build and I did not remove my user data. And I left my user data when I was testing Real Debris and sent the build update out there for whoever. And like the next day, Real Debris is like, hey, and it was like in 3 different countries at the same time. They said it was this movie in this country, this movie in this place, all at the same time. You're actually sharing your information. And so they were pretty quick on it. I would be. See, Kodi one. I'd be knighted for the work that I do, the services I do for the country. I do. It's all for the people. You're welcome, Demi. And I hope you're doing well, sir. I see you've been doing some videos. So I was trying to think of. So again, you'll have to. One thing, Twilight, you'll have to send me the other link for Izzy, because Izzy is on Telegram. So
okay, easy for Telegram.
It was Izzy. He's on Telegram.
Yeah.
So I will send that to him. Izzy, if you would send me a message on Telegram, and so that because I think you're on my list, but you're quite a ways down the list. So I got that, and I will give that to him as soon as he sends me a message. So yeah, I don't know what anything else. I don't know if anybody else has anything that's been going on in the community. Big news going on. Any big shakeups? I don't think there's any real big shakeups that I would want to go into. That Blue, do you know anything going on? Any big news? Groundbreaking stuff? I know you're got your finger on the pulse of everything. Oh, no, she went to go get a drink. I'm sorry, I didn't read the message.
Myself, and sometimes it takes me a little bit to come back to the screen. Anything new?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know of. I'm not 100% finger on the pulse. I'm like, drive by, make sure they're still breathing, more like that.
Yeah. Hey, Demi, I do look at
No. I mean, I know there's little issues with a bunch of add-ons right now, but they're all being fixed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Just little things. I mean, everything still plays. A lot of it lately has been little trailer issues and stuff, which isn't the end of the world.
Well, and was that a trailer issue that you saw in some of the Destiny stuff?
Well, there was talk of a couple different things going on, and people are getting mad at each other, and something about, I mentioned it in one of the groups about, could have been an API issue, and then apparently it was an API issue, and then you had to fix the API, and then another group said all you had to do was clear cache because you're only allowed 50 whatever a day, and some people had maxed themselves out, and I don't know what the exact fix of it is. I just heard so many different things, so. But I mean, I know it's pretty much been fixed, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've not heard. I knew that there's been some skirmishes between some different people. I try not to get involved if at all possible on that stuff. Yeah. It's just
they fight about stupidest stuff sometimes. It's like, you know what? Sometimes an issue that works for one person may be different from yours. So is theirs worse? I don't know. Did it work? Yeah. Then you need to get pissy about it.
Yeah, I know that with my people were saying that Destiny didn't play a trailer. I've used mine today. I checked it and it worked. It worked.
Like the trailers work just fine.
Yeah, it was
then, right? Yeah, rollover.
Maybe. But I hadn't used it, and I hadn't watched anything all day. Well, actually, I hadn't watched nothing in a couple of days because I worked late yesterday. Got home Wednesday, I didn't watch nothing. So really, I hadn't watched anything. So maybe that's what. Chris, any add-on that uses Resolve? Excuse me. Any add-on that uses Resolve URL, which is most all of them. There's a few that may use URL Resolver, but really URL Resolver is just copying what Resolve URL uses, and so it'll work with any of those add-ons. And you'll go into to authorize it, you'll go into the Resolver settings for how you go through your normal add-ons. You go into settings, and you'll see that open Resolver settings, and the way that you go and authorize Real to Brid, you will see LinkSnappy's in there. You will put your username, user number, I should say, it's just a number. You put your user number and then your password, and then you'll actually see LinkSnappy, the authorization. And then that's it. It's done, just like it does. We're just somewhat similar to RD or Premiumize, where they give you a code and you put it in there and it says, okay, it's done. Demi, there is some of the premium services have been having issues. Some of these issues are actually on the scraper side. I know that there's been some of the scrapers are being a little bit of a bugger and causing problems where the scraper is hanging.
Well, would it not make sense, though, that if you have, say, 3 premium services, now they're all pulling essentially all the same stuff, or at least close and stuff, in that there's going to be a crap load more links, which means it's going to take a lot longer to load everything, right? Is that not logical?
Yeah, but with the scrapers, but the LinkSnappy is like kind of works on the resolver end of it, though.
No, I get that, but he's not just talking about LinkSnappy, right? He's talking about having multiple, like RD and LinkSnappy and say Premiumize and whatever.
I don't know, because he says, anyone notice that Oh, if you use more than one premium service. Oh, okay. Yeah, it might. It could. I guess. What do you think, Twilight? I would possibly too, but with the scraper side is on the front end of it, so I can't see. I just know that there was a couple scrapers. I remember iWatch was having an issue. If with quite a few of the add-ons, if iWatch was enabled before it was fixed, and some add-ons it's fixed and some it's not. But if you were using iWatch, it actually hung, and it would get to like 6%, let's say. When it was checking iWatch, it would hang, and then it was still scraping on the back end, and then all of a sudden it would kick back in. But that was actually a scraper issue, and that was just because some of that particular scraper. And I noticed there was another one when Charles was up here. We were pulling something, and that doesn't even sound right. I was watching Cody, and it was doing a scrape, and it was on one of the scrapers. It hung. It was right near the end because you could actually see the names. Okay. I'll have to check that out. iWatch and Sky's Torrents had issues, but it was for any premium.
I would like to answer to Dimi about his question regarding the add-ons getting slow if multiple premium services are activated. The thing is, scrapers will not slow down or increase in speed, or the opposite, whatever, if multiple premium services are activated. What is going to get slower is when the add-on is compiling the list to show the screen with the links. If you have multiple links, then the whole code is getting slow, but not the add-on itself.
So Cody's creating a problem.
It's the nature of the Python code. Mm-hmm. If you have a list, let's say, of 1,000 links, then yes, it will get slow, very slow actually, unless you have a very, very powerful device.
Well, see, I guess Demi probably has a couple different servers. I've had just because on my setup here, I've used multiple premium services. On my other device, I have just one. So I can't say I've tried that. Just for the Alistar OpenLoad, I don't think OpenLoad's not gone, but didn't they go to a paid platform?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I think that I had read. Isn't it OL? I thought they were going to a paid platform. That to use OpenLoads, you had to have a subscription, which would basically make it useless in coding. I don't know anybody that's going to write a script that's going to let you make it to where it's. And I cannot. I thought it was OL. Oh, I know it was OL Pair. Used to be.
Actually, I have in one of my add-ons, AliveGR, my flagship add-on. I have a plugin for OpenLoad, which doesn't have the pair dialog, but it's only for Streamlink, another resolver script, another resolver add-on.
I'm looking. I want to say I had seen. I could have swore I saw them saying that they were going to go to a paid subscription thing. So it could be that scrapers aren't working for them. So it could be that people aren't seeing the links because of some of the change in the code with that actual site. Because I know that they spoke about it, and I want to say Stream Mango actually talked about possibly charging. And we've talked about this in previous shows with how Kodi works or APKs, because people think they're two different things, but I'm sorry, they are two different things, but they're pulling from the same sources. So when Kodi or an APK pulls from one of these sites, you are sidestepping. You're sidestepping the revenue service, or the revenue way that these websites are making money that are hosting these videos. You're sidestepping that. And when thousands or hundreds of thousands of people are using a certain site and they sidestep the revenue source that this video site needs to pay for servers and pay for bandwidth, there's a period of time that, or at a point that company's going to say, wait a minute, we're spending more money in servers and bandwidth than we are money coming in from people, from the ads, because that's how they make money, is from the ads and that pop up. So if if hundreds of thousands of people are doing this, at some point these hosting sites have to say, wait a minute, we've got to figure out a way of stopping these APKs and Kodi from pulling our files, because we're not getting any revenue from it. So I think that more and more sites are going to be moving to that direction. And that's what I think is going to happen. Lobo, I mean, I didn't start using any premium services for a long time, but I did start using them. I was very reluctant. I was about free. I wanted everything for free, and I thought Kodi free. But as more and more users use Kodi, and the free links that used to be readily available, free links used to be just easy to find. And Blue can talk to that back from the Phoenix days and stuff, where they would find the links and they could put them into add-ons and it would work great.
That was a pain in the ass.
But it was available to find links. But over time, that has become more and more difficult.
Yeah.
Can you find free links? Sure you can. But I'm of the mindset, in my age or whatever you want to call it, I'm at that I'd rather pay a little bit of money per month. And it's very small. I mean, Real Debrid is as low as $3. LinkSnappy's more premiumized, is at the higher cost. But the few bucks that I pay, not even the cost of a lunch, I'm able to get my links, and I'm able to get higher quality links, faster links, reliable links, so much easier. So could I get them free? Sure. But I can get them a lot easier and a lot faster and a lot more of them by paying a few bucks, which, like I said, is less than one lunch. A month's subscription costs me less than what I pay for one lunch. So to me, I'd rather pay that. Now, not everybody never everybody wants to do that. Fine. You don't have to. You just won't get as many as other people will do. You may wait around. I'm a 4K snob now that I got a 4K TV. And now that I'm 4K snob, finding free 4K links that work good is impossible. I mean, the bandwidth is just too much. So if I'm not using a premium service, I'm not going to be watching 4K. And that's just reality. I mean, a free service cannot give you the bandwidth and the size that you need to get that quality. But there are sites. There is plenty of sites out there that are free. You don't have to pay for any of them if you don't want. It's a choice. Most of us, we weigh the options, and it's like, hey, I'd rather have it better. And again, better audio quality in most cases, exactly what Demi says. It's most of the time it is better quality. Can I find it free? Sure. It's going to take me longer. But there's nothing more aggravating to be 30 minutes into a movie, in a movie you like, and all of a sudden you start getting it freezing up. With a premium service, not to say that it never happens, but it's pretty rare. I mean, I can't think of the last time when I was watching something that it actually froze up on me. It's just,
when was the last time you watched something from a CRT screen?
From what?
From a CRT screen, cathode ray tube screen. All technology TV. When was the last time?
Oh, a CR, like a regular TV?
Yeah.
Well, before I got this, which was
The 4K.
5 months ago, 6 months ago, I had a regular LCD TV. I had an LCD. I had a CR.
I'm not saying an LCD TV. I'm saying the
CRT.
like 20 years old
Oh,
TV screen.
like not a flat screen.
Not a flat screen.
Oh shit! That was our Sony TV that weighed about 300 pounds, and that was the kids were young. 15 years ago. Hey, later,
300
Juggernaut.
pounds.
Huh?
300 pounds.
Yeah, it was close. It maybe not 300. It was 200. It was a Sony 50-inch TV. Now it had a flat screen, but it was about this deep. And the picture,
the projection. It has a projection style mechanism. It has
projector.
Projector
Yeah.
inside. It's I can't explain.
Yeah. I know there's projectors where it's like it's a unit and it like projects it from the bottom up to the screen.
From the bottom up, yes.
Yeah. And some of them do it from below up, and then some do it from behind. I've seen both kinds.
I still rock a CRT screen.
Oh dear.
Oh really? But it's not the projected screen. It's the glass in front of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, well, I mean, when I got the flat screen TV, which is an LED, it was an LED. I got the LED Vizio, and that was nice. And then when I got this, and that was when I bought the OLED, that was the most money I've ever spent on a TV. That was the most I've ever spent, and believe me, it made me a little sick when I bought it, but the picture quality is really, really good. And that OLED screen is just on point. Yes, it's the LG OLED. I got the C8, which was last year's model, the C9. Well, all the 9 series came out. I wanted the E8, but I wasn't willing to pay the extra money. Plus, I have a sound bar and surround sound thing. So the plus between the E series and the C series was the sound bar that was built in. So, but yeah, it's definitely, when you watch 4K, and it's really nice to watch. What would be the reason for a single violent wrapper showing multiple links? Well, I will say this about about some of these. Actually, today we were talking about Twilight and I were talking that links that stay on RapidGator do not last long on there. Short period of time. I'm talking. I was looking up Hellboy. Came out 2 days ago, a version, and it was posted on RapidGator, and it's already gone. Now, if a premium service has already cached it, then fine, you'll be able to watch that link. But if a premium service has not cached that, RapidGator does not have any longer. So what's happening is takedown notices are happening quicker and quicker on some of these sites. So that it happens really quick. So if that's
even RapidGator itself might have some kind of script that automatically removes them.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to be prosecuted or taken to court or sued or so. Yeah, they probably are self-policing themselves, and it does happen that you're seeing more and more of these links are disappearing. So sometimes if you're not on the front end of these, I actually use a site. Scenerelease.net, and I'll copy that. I'll put that in the chat. this is a site I use all the time. And people, you guys can check it out, use it if you want. And it shows you links to certain things, and it's got tons of stuff. But I find it to have really good links, and again, it can be and for my use, Nitro Flare. Most of the sites, premium services I use, I don't think they let me use Nitro Flare links, but RapidGator pretty much works. So King, it's a 55 because my wall isn't so big, so there wasn't no need in going any bigger than 55 because it'd have been sticking out on the corners, and I didn't want that. So that's a site I use if you're wanting to know like what's new and people, you know, it's let's see. There is another link to this where on the scene release, they have it where it's just a text document. And I'm waiting for it to pull up. I had it earlier, and it actually doesn't give you all the images, which to me is a little bit better because I'm able to see 10 or 15. And that's not coming up. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So I'm gonna copy this. This is another one. It's the same site. You might bookmark it. Yeah, you're right. Chuck got it right before I did. Yeah, that's I use that, and it gives me the it's just in simple. I don't need all that extra. For me, I don't need all that extra junk. But if you're looking for a particular thing, that's great. Now, if you use these sites, and what you can do is go in there, and especially if it's something new and it hasn't been taken down yet, you can go to that RapidGator, do the same thing that I showed on the torrent side, but you actually go into unrestrict the link and you put it in there and unrestrict it, and you can do the same thing. You can download it or watch it or watch it via so it's cool. So Mr. Rick says that, no, they don't disappear. You just got to scrape the right sites. But I'm talking about certain sites as in you see some of these RapidGator or some of these other sites that the link disappears. And the link did disappear if it's not on that site any longer. You're not able to access it, is what my point is. Okay, so I don't see any other real questions. If you guys got any other questions, we'll touch on that. And then, because we've been on here for an hour and a half, we can roll on out. Oh, wait. What's a good cheap web hosting site with direct links for my wizard builds? I mean, you can use the antisocial, but let me say this. When you're wanting to use the more public that you guys are on your builds, your add-ons, the more public you get and the more that you try to use servers for hosting different things, the more chance and the more likely that to be taken down. There's numerous people that get taken down for posting links, for posting their add-ons or posting their builds. When you go and make yourself very public, you're going to make yourself a bigger target. Ninja, like I said, Carl has antisocial and hosting, and you can use it. And if you had a small add-on, small build, and you keep it under the radar, keep it off of some of the sites that host or post these builds and stuff, you can get away with it. But if you go and start doing too much and get too big and they get takedown notices, you'll be very likely to be asked to take your add-on down. So And yes, Rick, certain sites do keep up. Certain sites do keep up with the links, and then some don't. So there is some that do it. All right, and black sales. All right, so they're paranoid people, or I don't know. Let's not call them paranoid people. Let's just say some people are more nervous about Amazon paying attention and being able to track what you watch. They've been able to do that since I had the very early Amazon box when they first came out. And in there, it has privacy settings. We can monitor your activity. And the reason why they want to monitor your activity is they want to know what people are using the boxes for, so they can sell you what they know. What are people using this for? What we can sell towards them. So there is a method or a reason why they want to do that. And it's data. They're able to gather data. They know how many people are watching this or using it for this, or what apps are they installing. They want to have that data so they know what they're selling, how to sell to people. So you can turn off those privacy settings. You can turn those off, and it'll make it to where it doesn't call back. But if Amazon wants to stop APKs and Cody, they can. But I seriously doubt that they will do that, because the market share that they own in the Android-based world, I'll just say for Android streaming devices, is humongous. And the reason why is because it's easy to use, it's cheap, and people can not modify, but they can put APK sideload stuff. So that's why they're used. Now, if they stop people from doing that, how many people are going to stop buying it for that reason? To me, I think Amazon's looking at they win by numbers. They're just going to certainly just win by overwhelming numbers. So that's what that's how they're going to win that. Now, some people want to remove their privacy settings or turn down their privacy so they can't call back. You can do that, and it doesn't change nothing. But I think some people are a bit paranoid. I know that at one point people are saying you should turn off updates because Amazon's going to send an update and it's not going to work no more. I think that I think that at some point, I think that that's a lot of paranoia. It's possible that it could happen, but I don't foresee it happening for me. All right, so I don't know if we have any other. And then Tara, thanks for showing up, Tara. All right, well, let me go ahead and I will let Twilight say anything that he wants to finish up with. And once he finishes that up, then we'll just get rolling on, because like I said, we've been on for an hour and a half. Don't see too many questions on here. I never did the IPTV settings. There wasn't any IPTV setting. Well, there was that M3, was it M83, M3U8 section, which I don't actually use the M3 section. So I'd have to really look into that M3, M3U links. That was the only one I don't ever use it. So I'll have to look into that. Jocus. I'd have to look into that to see if I can get a list and poke around with it. I've just never found it. I didn't have a need for it, so I guess that was why I kind of not mess with it. But I'll take a look at that. I'll see if I can get some links and play with it, and then maybe make a video on that to hopefully take care of your error. I'm not sure what the error is. You might, if you want, Jocus, is post in the Destiny group and see if some other people that are using the M3U lists, if they've having those issues. Like I said, I can't speak to that because I haven't tried that. Again, let me go ahead and Twilight. I'll let you go ahead and say any finishing stuff. Or
no, I don't have any other information to share at the moment. We pretty much talked about every aspect I was thinking about.
Yeah. All right. Now I see we got, all right. So Pickle Rick hasn't gotten my dandruff up yet. So now he's going to start to try to push buttons, which he's most likely somebody that we know in the past under another name, but he's using the Pickle Rick name because he don't want people to know who he really is. So that's all right, Pickle Rick. I've got no interest in getting baited into your little game. So move on. Blue, you got anything to finish up with?
Sorry, you should always like sort of just yell blue and then just sort of go off and talk about something else. Sorry, I'm trying to help somebody with skin right now. No, sorry, I didn't talk much. Yeah, I don't have a lot going on right now. Messing around little things in Cody, but nothing major. Just sort of helping here and there where I can, more or less. And you know, living life.
We'll get living life.
Yep.
Okay, Tara said to drop syncs for an ES file management replacement. I've used there was another one I was using, X-File. Is it X-File that I think I was using? I think it was that as a replacement for ES File Explorer because you know, we just said that I know numerous shows back we talked about that the Play Store got rid of it. It had some malware in it and had some just some bad code in there that was calling home and clicking on stuff to create some income for the company that was the Chinese company that was releasing it. All right. Thank you, Demi. All right. So we ain't got anything else. So again, thank you to Twilight for coming on here and to
thank you as well.
Giving away 10 subscriptions. And he's going to send those. I sent out the 2 that I had through via Telegram, and the other ones will be getting out via Twitter. Check it out. You have a month. One thing to keep in mind, if you guys have get the things, you need to use, it has to be 8 characters, numbers, capital, symbol, and a number. Yeah. So it's got to have, it's one of those ones where you have to have a difficult password. So if you try to use just numbers and letters, it's not going to work. So just FYI, and your username inside in the resolver thing for LinkSnappy is the number, not your email address, not your username. It's like that number. It's like a 8-digit number. So just check it out. Thanks to Twilight for coming on here. Thanks for him making the plugin to go into Resolve URL. Thank you for the giveaway. Thanks to LinkSnappy for providing the service. Guys, check it out. Let us know what you think. Good, bad, or indifferent, because you know what? It's just giving people options. You guys can check it out. And thanks for the people watching and the viewers, and you know, see what other things that interest me that I want to make a video on. But for right now, I don't really have any no super things that's on my radar or something that's grabbed my interest in making videos. So again, you guys know me. I don't make videos just to make a video. I usually try to make a video that I'm interested in. So once something interests me, or you know, you can send me messages about something you want to learn about, and if it piques my interest, I might make a video on it. So again, thanks for y'all watching. Streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. Thanks for watching.